Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a no fluff step-by-step manual for how to install OpenClaw on your Windows computer. We're just going to dive right into it. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. This is a beginner video. You are going to have to paste commands into a terminal, but it's not too complex. You don't need to be an advanced software engineer in order to achieve the installation of OpenClaw. So let's just get right into it. So obviously we are operating on a Windows 11 computer and we are installing it locally. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to open up our terminal. You may have a terminal installed by default. Here's the terminal app. You're going to open it up. Any terminal will do for this step. Could be the Google SDK shell terminal or the Windows terminal. Any terminal will work. So we got the terminal up and running. This is what it's going to look like. It looks a little intimidating. It's really not. We're going to be pasting in some commands. We're going to be installing a software that's ultimately going to allow us to download the cloud. So we have our terminal up and running. We're going to be pasting in some commands and we're going to be installing a software that's going to allow us to actually download ClawBot and get it up and running. So OpenClaw recommends on Windows to run it through WSL2 and ideally Ubuntu or Ubuntu. I don't know how it's pronounced, but we're going to follow OpenClaw's recommendations and we're just going to paste in a command that's going to basically download all of these for us. This is what the command looks like. I'll provide this command down below in the description, but essentially once I hit enter, it's going to prompt me and ask whether I want to download the installation of WSL. Okay, enter. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Yes. Hit enter. Right now you can see that it is downloading. All right, it looks like everything was downloaded successfully. The next thing that we need to do is actually restart the computer. So I'm going to turn off my computer, reset it, and then we'll be right back. So we have officially restarted our computer. Ubuntu should have been downloaded by default. If not, you're going to have to download it from the Microsoft Store. In my case, I am going to have to download it. So let's go ahead and download this thing. So we have officially downloaded Ubuntu and we have launched it. Once you open it up, it looks just like this. It's going to be inside the terminal here. So it's not like a new app icon down here. It's actually the same icon as the terminal itself. But we have the Ubuntu up here. Once you have it open, you have to go and create a new username. We're going to call this test-claude. After you hit enter, you will then be prompted to enter a new password. FYI, when you go and you type in this password, no characters are going to pop up at all. It's going to be completely blank. You cannot screw up when you're typing this new password out. Hit enter. Once you have filled out again, hit enter. And password updated successfully. If you didn't type it in correctly the second time, it's going to have you recreate that password. And as you can see, the installation was successful. And now we have the test Claude at ICS laptop open. So the test Claude is my username, and then the name of the laptop is the at ICS laptop. The first thing that we want to do once this is open, we want to make sure that the system is updated. It should be updated, but just in case, we're going to paste this command in here, hit enter. We're going to be prompted to enter our password, put that in, and it is. So the updating is now complete. Took a couple of minutes, but we have everything correctly installed and we're ready to actually kickstart the process of doing the OpenClaw installation. So we're going to go ahead and paste this command. Again, this will be down below. Hit enter. And now, as you can see, the OpenClaw installer has officially been launched and it's going to go and install a node for you and it's going to install Linux build tools as well. So this might take a bit as well. Again, this is going to be the longest aspect of the setup here is actually just getting everything installed that you need installed. Okay, the installation is complete. And as you can see, it's asking us this question right here. I understand this is personal by default and shared multi-user use requires lockdown. Continue. We're going to hit yes. So make sure that we're clicked in here and then we just use the right and left here on the keyboard and then hit enter over the yes. We're going to do the quick start, hit enter. And then here's where you select your model. We're scrolling up and down with the keyboard. We are not using our mouse at all here. I'm going to go with OpenAI, but this is completely up to you. You're going to be charged API usage from whatever model that you select. So I'm going to go to OpenAI here, and you can either connect it to the OpenAI API key that's typically user-friendly. So I'm going to go ahead and click enter here, and I'm going to paste in my API key now, and I'm going to go retrieve that as we speak. I'll show you how that's done here. So let's go to that saved tab. It's the OpenAI.com platform here. And we're going to go here and let's go grab another API key, create a new secret key. We're going to call this test. And we're going to select the default project, create new secret key. And here we have our API key generated. We're actually just going to copy this over and we're going to paste it in here. To paste, you just do a right click here with your mouse. No need to do the command V, right click. There it is, enter, and then you're going to select your model. It recommends that you select the higher models. You can leave it as the default model as well, but the more advanced, newer models are better security-wise. They're better at defending against prompt injection and other things that might put your system at risk. So let's just select the current model, the GPT-5.1 codecs. And then it's going to ask you what channel you want to select. This is the channel where you're actually communicating to the bots. As you can see, there's many options. We're going to do Telegram. The setup is pretty easy. So we're just going to go ahead and click enter here. And we are going to enter our Telegram bot token. I'll show you how to do that as well. Enter. It's going to ask you for your bot token. So let me pull up the Telegram real quick and I'll show you exactly how we do this inside of Telegram. If you don't already have it installed, go ahead and install it. Okay, so you want to go into the bot father. So if you don't already have it, you just go and search here, bot father, and you should be able to see it. And what you're going to do is you're going to dash new bots. It's going to ask for a username for this bot. Cannot have any spaces, test, and it has to end in bot. Sorry, that username is invalid. It looks like finally got a username. Okay, so we now have access to this token right here. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on this link right here. This is going to bring up our bot chat inside of the Telegram app. So once we click on that, we can see it up here, test bot, that's what I named it. And we have the conversation that popped up over here. We got to go back to the bot father. We're going to just select this API token here. Once you click it, it's automatically copied to your clipboard. We're going to go back over to the terminal. We're going to right click to paste it in here. Right click, enter. Good. Do you want to configure your skills now? We're not going to configure any skills in this video, so I'm going to hit no. In this option, you can select multiple items. So in order to actually select an item, you press spaces and then space to unselect. We're going to skip for now. So we're going to hit space on that skip for now and then hit enter. So I missed a couple steps with you, but you're going to enable the bash shell completion for OpenClaw. You're going to install the gateway service now, and you should be good to go. It should be up and running. The next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to grab this link right here, bring it over to your browser. I'm going to copy and paste Command C, and we're going to copy and paste that over to our browser. Let me drag that over. Let's go ahead and paste that in. And now we are at the OpenClaw gateway dashboard. This can only open up if your terminal is up and running. This is the actual gateway to the dashboard that we see here. This is pretty thorough, but you can configure your OpenClaw even further. It's a little bit more advanced with the setup. And if you go over to the channels, you can see your Telegram. You want to make sure that these are all okay. It might say it's configured, but it's not running. Sometimes that can happen depending on your default settings. And as you can see up here, it says unsupported schema node, use raw mode. The raw mode is this coding, but let's go over to our bot, see if it's working. We're going to demand a new session. And as you can see, I do need to configure the JSON of my OpenClaw dashboard even further. we need to give it access to the Telegram ID here. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to copy and paste our Telegram user ID. We are going to paste that into our dashboard. I'll show you exactly how to do that. Go back to the dashboard. We're going to go to config down here. You're going to scroll down to channels, and we need to input an allow from item here. So let's add an item. We're going to paste our user ID directly in there, and then we're going to hit save. Once we hit save, we're going to go ahead and update the system. This might take a minute or two. All right, it's officially been updated. That took maybe 3 minutes, and it was disconnected. Let's go over to the bot, and it looks like my API rate limit was reached. Let me go grab a different API key. I'm going to substitute it out, and we're going to come back. So what I've done is I just restarted the onboarding, and I updated my API key through the gateway here. If we go back to the dashboard here, we should still be okay. Let's check out the channels. Looks like it's good to go. We're going to go back over to the tests, new session, typing back, and just like that, we are good to go. You officially have your bot launched. The first thing that you're going to want to do is explain what you do and what you need the agent to do for you, and basically outline the specific goals, give it as much information as possible. As we can see here, it just responded back multiple times. It's going to respond to some of your other messages that you sent previously that it never had the chance to respond to. If you found this helpful, please give me a like. I'm posting new videos like this every week. As I get my bearings with OpenClaw, I will continue to post new videos that outline some of the stuff that I'm doing, and hopefully I'll be able to provide you with some more value. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time. Thank you.